The new Dodge Hornet is available in a model that doesn't literally create buzz, but can make a hum. The 2024 Dodge Hornet RT is the brand's first plug-in vehicle, but as you might be able to tell from its dual exhaust pipes, it's not all electric. It's a plug-in hybrid that combines a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine with an electric motor and 6-speed automatic transmission driving the front wheels, with a separate electric motor that drives the rear wheels, and there's no mechanical connection between the two of them. Has a 15.5 kilowatt hour battery pack that's good for 33 miles of all electric driving. But when it kicks into hybrid mode, it's not just about efficiency. Dodge built this as a performance car. In fact, there's a regular Hornet GT that just has a 4-cylinder engine that's less powerful than this is. The GT has 268 horsepower and starts at 32,995, while this one has 288 horsepower and starts at 42,995, but gives you more than just those 33 miles of electric range. The maximum output of its all-wheel drive powertrain is 383 pound-feet of torque, which pushes it well into muscle car country. While the Hornet competes against compact SUVs on price, it's on the small side for one, and on my 6'1" scooch test where I see how I can fit in the back seat, behind the front seat as it's set, for me, it does not do very well. That seat's gonna have to scooch. It also has a pretty small cargo compartment with a capacity less than 23 cubic feet. The front seat is much more accommodating and has a pretty upscale feel. Nice materials all around, great seats, and dual digital displays, including an infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration, and Alexa, plus a gauge cluster with a speed limit indicator that sometimes thinks it's in Europe. So the Hornet has 3 basic drive modes. There's hybrid, which uses the gas and electric drive as it seems fit in an all-wheel drive configuration. Electric, which just uses the rear electric motor until the battery's been depleted. And e-Save, which primarily uses the gas engine as it either maintains the state of charge you have or works to charge the battery up as you're driving. And in that mode, I drove this about 200 miles and collected about 20 miles worth of electricity. Now, I could have just left on hybrid and used that electricity along the way, but if there's a reason you want to save it to go into stealth mode at your destination, that's a way to do it without plugging in. But not all the modes are created equal. The gas motor on its own is rated at 177 horsepower, and the electric motor at just 121, and the car's top speed is limited to 84 miles per hour when you're in that. But it can more than get out of its way. And as a bonus to you folks in Texas that have that 85 mile an hour speed limit, it makes it impossible to get a speeding ticket. As far as the 288 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque are concerned, if you want all of that, you need to go to sport mode and then pull on these giant paddles behind the steering wheel at the same time to engage power shot mode, which gives you everything it's got for 15 seconds at a time. And then after waiting 15 seconds, you can do it again, as long as there's enough charge in the battery and the system temperature is okay. The Hornet RT is not just about the powertrain. It's very much designed to be an all-around sports car. Comes standard with Brembo brakes and Koni frequency selective shocks that are tuned to handle little bumps as well as big motions, like when you go into a sweeping turn. But this particular car is equipped with a track pack that swaps those shocks for a set of electronic Morelli dampers that have 2 stiffness settings. Also gets 20-inch wheels with high-performance Michelin tires, which run at 42 PSI, which combined with the suspension makes this a better handling car, but transmits pretty much every little imperfection in the road. So it might not be the best choice for that princess who doesn't like peas in her mattresses. With the power shot engaged, this knocks 1.5 seconds off its 0 to 60 time. It can reach that speed in 5.6 seconds. As far as what this competes against, I actually think it feels more like small Audi SUV than something like a Nissan Rogue. And that might not be a big surprise. That's because it's built on the same platform as the Alfa Romeo Tonale and alongside it at a factory in Italy. But in practice, its closest competitor is probably the Toyota RAV4 Prime, which is a plug-in hybrid that costs $44,790 and has a 302 horsepower powertrain. The RAV4 is just as quick as this is and a little bit larger, but it doesn't have the same sporty feel. Although if you load one of these up all the way like this one with the track pack, a black package, and a tech package, you're looking at a vehicle that costs over $52,000, so maybe the Audi comparison is more apt. That does get you a lot of stuff, however, including the 360-degree camera system and a lane centering adaptive cruise control that may be the most Italian thing about this car, because it makes it easier to toggle with your hands. And listen, before you start the angry comments down there, my grandmother was Italian, so if Chris Pratt could do a bad Italian accent, so can I.